My name is Leroy Blevins. Welcome to Mysteries and Histories. In this episode here, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the Bronson film. Now, the reason why I'm going to bring this up is I'm going to view in front of everyone the complete Bronson film. Okay, but I'm also going to show you some facts about this film and point out some things about this film that when we view films and we analyze films and stuff, we have to keep an eye out for these things, because if we don't, okay, we're going to miss a lot of information. But, first let me bring this up, okay? Now, a lot of people says, the films have been altered and, frames taken out stuff. Yes, I agree with frames was taken out, but not in the sense that they want you to believe why the frames were taken out. But as far as alternate images, or even frames or anything, is you're adding something to that frame or you taking something out of that frame. Okay, now none of that's been done, but there is some things that brings up flags, okay, which I'm going to point out in the Bronson film. So what we're going to do is we're going to view the Bronson film first together, and after we get done viewing it, then we're going to view it again, but I'm going to point out some facts and show you, okay, and show you that there is more to these images than what people think. Okay, so first off, usually, watch my cursor, I'm usually over here. But for you to understand what I'm talking about, I'll move myself over here so you can see the whole view of the frame in the film. Now this is the Bronson film. Okay. Like I said, we're going to watch it entirely. And remember, keep an eye on everything. Keep an eye on the whole frame. Excuse me. Okay, now we just watched the Bronson film. Okay, it's 2 minutes and 8 seconds long. But now we're going to watch it again, and I'm going to point out some facts about this film. To me, when I watch this film and stuff like that, I see two different types of film being put together into one. And I'm going to point out the facts of why I say this. They said this is a complete Bronson film. Okay, like I said, I'm not talking about an image being altered, none of the frames being altered or anything else like that, to take gum in out or put gum in, or take shots out or put shots in. I'm talking about films now, and we're going to say, I'm going to show you that there was actually two different types of film in this Bronson film. Now, they claim, a lot of the people that filmed that day, they claim they don't know if they captured anything or not. So they're guessing at what they actually filmed. Okay, they really don't know if they filmed anything or not. A lot of them said this. Mr. Spruder said it. Orville Nick said it. A lot of them said this. We don't know if we captured anything, but we filmed it. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to start it over again. Okay. I'm going to show you something here. Now, I'm going to stop the frame, the image here. As you see, look at this. See this right here? When we watch parts of the film, we see this is all blacked out right here, and we see it rounded off like this. Okay, when we watch this film. Now, as you see right here, how this is all blacked out, we're going to watch it. This is all blacked out right here, and even right here, we can see that curve into it. This is, especially right here, we can see it better right here. If you watch my cursor, see, even here again, and here. Okay, we're going to stop it here. Now, if you look at the clock on top, is going to be coming up to 2:25. Okay, time is 2:25. So this is like after the assassination. But anyway, watch. See how we still have that curve into it? Right here. Because of the camera is making this there. Now watch. Now see, as we see here, which I'm going to stop here. Now we have full view frames. Okay, now we have full view frames. There's no more cut right here. This is no more darked out. Now we have a full frame image from here to here. Okay, and as I point out, that one frame, we watched the whole part and stuff like that. Then we see the one frame that says 2:25 on the clock. Now, again, like I said, we're going to look at this. We can see there's something here, but it's more over on this side. But that break that comes in here, where it's always blacked out as we was watching that part of the film, now it's completely gone, and we're going to see this. But we're going to see that happen again and again and again in this film. Watch. We still have full view in this area over here. We even have the double take. Let's go back. I'm going to show you this. We even have the double take to where we can see a reflection of somebody up on this right here, because we see the back of the guy's head, and here's his hat, and here's his shoulders. But we don't see it here because that's a reflection that we're seeing again off the lens. Now watch. All of a sudden we go right back to where now we have that cut again right here. And there's darkness right here. It's all blacked out. This is what we see in the film. Now, if this is one complete reel, and this is one shot with the same type of camera, every frame should look like this. As we look at the Zapruder film and other films and stuff, they show this part here, but we see blackness here. We see the sprocket holes and stuff, but we don't see this keep on changing from this, and then we get a full view, and then we cut back to this, and then we get a full view, and then we cut back to this. It shouldn't do that in this film. So right again, so see, here we go again. Now we have a full view of the frame. Again, it's all the way. This one section ain't cut off and darkened out like it was in the other frames. Again, we're going right back to where it goes again, to where we know there's stops and goes in this film. There's a lot of stop and goes, and there's a lot of jumping in different locations. And we can see right here, again, we can see it rounded off. This is all dark right here. Again, now this is, when we look at this here, okay, now we're at a different angle. Okay, and we see up here, there is no gunman up in the window right at this point, because this is shot before. Okay, so basically when they put this film together, when they made this film, they're putting at different times of that morning, different times of that day, and they're putting different locations in this film, but they're actually using two different types of film from two different cameras in this one film. Because like I said, as you see here, we see rounded off again right here, and this is all dark and black right here. And now again, we're going right back to where they have that full view frame again. Again, right here, we have a full frame right here. So is it two Bronson films being filmed at the same time, like from Mr. and Mrs., and they just put it all together that way? Or is it one camera, one film? Okay, this is what we have to look at, because we could tell that in this Bronson film there was actually two different cameras filming this. It wasn't the same camera because, as I pointed out, we have the dark circle right here, and this is all blacked out. But then we have frames that goes all the way and shows the whole view. Now I want to point out something here as well. If you see along here, okay, you see this dark light part spot right here, and you see this here. Actually, there's motion in that. Okay, there's motion in that. So basically, it's like almost sideways. Okay, so it's a reflection coming from this view over into here. Now, also I want to point out, we're coming up to a spot where I want to point out where you'll see one Secret Service agent, I guess he is, with a black overcoat on and glasses. He looks out this way and he starts looking back. And then you'll see another guy carrying a rifle in his hand. He actually is carrying his rifle. And he has it behind his back, and then he waves at him just like this. And as soon as the guy turns back around, he starts bringing the rifle around. Right here is where it's going to happen. Okay, watch my cursor. This guy right here, he's going to be looking this way, and there's going to be another guy in a black trench coat with blonde hair, starts walking up this way, and he's going to do this to him, and then, but he's going to have the rifle behind his back, and then he's going to bring it around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to here. Oh, I want you to also notice up here on the clock, it says 1:18. Okay, this is 1:18 now. Earlier in the film I showed you was 2:25. Now we're going to sit there and see it's actually 1:18 now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it back here. Now remember, when we get to this section here, the only reason why I want to do this, okay, so when we get to this section here, you can actually see the guy, tall guy with the blonde hair, has a rifle behind his back, and he goes like this to this guy right here. So as soon as we get back to this part here, keep an eye on this location right here where my cursor is, and you'll see it. So I'm going to try to move it back here just a little bit so I can push play here and then move the mouse all the way so it'll start showing the whole thing. Now here he comes. He's right there. Oops, I should never hit that. Let's do that again. So I want you to get that view. Okay, so I'm going to put the mouse over here. Okay, now watch. He just turned around. The guy's come by. He's waving at him. See the rifle that's in his hand. We'll go back. Whoop. Okay. See if we can pause it right on that guy, if we can. Okay. Here is the guy right here. He's just now passing by him. And it's hard for me because every time I move the mouse down, it brings up thing here. But we can see a rifle right here. Right here is the rifle that he has. Now I'm going to move it back here again, and I'll let you watch it one more time before we carry on through this. Now keep an eye out. As you see, he walked with rifle. Now, as again, we're pointing out, this is all surrounded, and this is all darked out and everything else. Now, if this is actually filmed with this whole complete film, 2 minutes and 8 seconds was done with the same type of camera, every frame we should see this. We should not see certain sections where this shows a whole frame, the full view and everything else, but then there's sections where this is seen, but it's like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Okay, and then we see the end of the Bronson film, how she starts fading out and everything else. Now, another reason why I put this is at different time frames, because you'll see so many people laugh and stuff like that. Remember, after the assassination, there was nobody laughing. Okay. Now, as I pointed out in this film here, in this Bronson film here, yes, this is like two different types of film put together. Now, was altering done to the frames and stuff? No, there was no altering done. There was just these two films put in together and make one complete film. As I pointed out here, if it was one complete film and it was filmed with the same camera and the same type of camera and everything else, we would see that black section all blacked out through the whole frame. through the whole film. But there's different times where something else cuts in, and now we see the full view, and then we go the half cut again like this. Okay, then we got the full view, and then we have the cut frame again like this in different sections. Also, as I pointed out by the time on the clock, that in the beginning of it is putting at different times when they piece it together as two something, then it went to one something. Okay, so these are actually two different types of films in the Bronson film. Now, a lot of people might disagree with it. And they'll say, "Oh, there it is. There's proof that shows altering was done in films and stuff like that." Like I said, altering a frame or altering an image and stuff like that. If you're going to do that, you're going to add something to that frame or take something out. Okay, but when you're adding two different types of film in together, okay, that's different. You could take frames out, you could put frames in. Okay, but when you look at the Bronson film, it'd be senseless. There was two different types of film that's in this one film. But really, this kind of type of film don't hold so much evidence. It don't hold a lot of evidence as a lot of people think, like the Zapruder film or the Oral Nix film, which we have more of a view and stuff and much more film. The Bronson film is only going to give us that one glimpse of probably about 2 seconds of the assassination going on, which you can see the shots coming from the shelter. Okay, which I want to show you in another video sometime soon where I'll zoom in and you can see the shots being fired there. But I just wanted to show you about this Bronson film here, okay, that there's actually two different types of film in this one film. And like I said, when my research, okay, I show it all. I don't hide nothing from nobody. I'll show it all. A lot of these researchers won't do that, but to me, I believe everybody should have the right to know about these films and everything else. And as you see, as I pointed out in this video here, that there was actually two different types of film. And we could tell this, okay? We could see this, that there was actually two different films in one. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget the subscribe button. Thank you, and have a nice day.